Great, Hey guys, thank you very much for joining today. Give me a moment before I set things up for a while. Okay. Hey there. Hey there. Hi. Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to another live trading session or trading strategy clinic by Vantage. Brought to you by Vantage in collaboration with Everest Fortune Group. Okay, I think this title is wrong. Trading strategy. Okay. Okay. Hey, welcome, guys. I do apologize for the wait. Okay, I appreciate you guys for joining me. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. For me, I'm from Singapore. You can talk to me like a friend. You don't need to be so formal if you guys are just type it out in the chat. Okay, so before we begin, this is the Trading Strategy Clinic. My name is Chen Yongjing. And disclaimer, as usual, this information, everything I express in the presentation and on the following slides are solely those of the presenter and not necessarily those of Vantage, and are used for educational purposes. They do not constitute investment advice or consultation on how a client should trade. Vantage does not guarantee the accuracy or reliability of the information provided. Okay. Attendees should also note that the sessions are audio recorded and may be published in various media, including print, audio, and video formats without further notice. Okay, let me show this slide. Okay, first we have Desmond Leong, who is our chief trader. Next, we have the investment analyst team, which is Jianing, and me. My name is Chen Yongjing. And this is Jin Dao Tai. He's our prop trader for the company and also our fundamental analyst. We are also the finalists for the best Forex research for 2019, 2020, and 2021. We are also the finalists for the best equity research for 2020 and 2021. Hey, welcome there, Trung. Hi, man. Hey, thank you for joining in. I'm just introducing the team. Okay, my name is Chen Yongjing, and I'll be presenting today. Hey, let me know where you are tuning in from. Okay, let me end this slideshow. Okay. Let me see. Give me a moment. Okay, before we begin, as usual, I would like to introduce the vantagemarkets.com, the website. Well, for Vantage is you can access it on vantagemarkets.com and you can Google it out. Okay, we have a leverage of 500 to 1 with a minimum deposit of $50, and you can get into the market. Okay, so if you want to find out webinars like today, the ones that I'm hosting, you can go under education and tools and education webinars. So you can register for free. You can check it out today. Can check it out on Thursday. Yes, Trading Strategy Clinic today is supposed to be hosted by Jianing, but unfortunately she's not free, so I will be taking over for today. I'll be presenting quite a lot on technicals, not so much on the fundamental side, but also fundamentals are important. It's good to know what kind of news that I can avoid. So if there are news coming, I do not trade. So let me check out Forex Factory. Okay, let us see what news we have for today. Hey, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining this stream. Where are you from? Where are you guys from? So let's filter and check out the news for today. So for the Aussie dollar, okay, we have quite bad news on the Aussie dollar. So I was looking at the Aussie dollar, AUD USD earlier. Price was on the bearish side. So if this news, the previous and the actual is worse, much worse than expected. So we are probably looking on the bearish side of things. Okay, for the trade balance for CHF is also far worse than expected compared to the previous month. So maybe you can expect some volatility on the AUD USD pair or this USD CHF pair. Okay, tonight 8:30 p.m. we have quite a lot of news. The Philly Fed manufacturing index, unemployment claims, and existing home sales from 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. Singapore time, or 8:30 a.m. and 10 a.m. New York time. So I would avoid trading actually from maybe around 7 p.m. I would stop to avoid the volatility that is coming. Okay, first, let me clear my entire chart. Let me clear this whole chart. Okay, this is my personal chart that I actually look at. So we are looking at the euro dollar. Is my screen clear? Do let me know in chat. Is the screen clear? Can you guys see everything clearly? Okay, very good. Very nice, clear. Is it clear? Okay, let us begin. First, on the daily, I like to check out the daily for, what am I looking for? Some kind of daily bias. So right now, we are looking for the daily bias. Let me type it out in chat. Looking for the daily bias. Okay, today I'll be teaching you guys how I use smart money concepts. Smart money concepts to check, to find a possible trade. So we can forecast a possible higher probability trade that you guys can actually take. So on the daily charts, move it on from here. So what are we looking at? What I'm looking at is on the daily charts right now. Let me zoom it closer so you can take a look. I will be implementing the, let me type it out, markets imbalance. Okay, we are looking for the markets imbalance. So what is the market imbalance? Look at this side. Look at this area. Price previously, it did not tap in. It did not tap into that area. So we are trying to establish what exactly has happened in the chart. What is going on? So where has price headed to? What is it reacting to? So we want to know the story on where price might potentially go. So now we have established the fact that on Monday right here, this candle, price tapped into the market imbalance. So since we have the first part of the story done, let me draw out the area. So I'm using a rectangle. I draw it out, move it to get a story box red where price reflected going downwards. So if we are using smart money concepts, what do you guys always look for? What do you guys look for in the daily? Let me know in chat. What else do you look for in the daily charts before you establish, or do you guys even look at the daily charts? So smart money concepts, what do we have? Liquidity. Look at this area. And if I draw a line, what happens? Look at this. There is, what do we call? We call this sell side liquidity, where we can look for price to head down and clear these two areas before we can look for possible buy scalp. So with that being said, and the overall market bias to be on the short side, bearish side, my daily bias is for price to come down and clear this area out, or this area. So it's a potential price target that I am possibly looking at. So let me clear this area first, clear it out, so you guys can see carefully. if you guys have already noticed, I do not use any indicators for my charts. There's actually nothing on the charts. Although there are indicators here, these are for the company, but I do not use them. I can actually exit all out. Okay, I'm not using those at all. This is a naked chart. So once we have established this, keep that in mind. I'll be talking a lot about the market imbalance side. Okay, moving on. Take market imbalance. Let me highlight it. This is something that I will be looking at a lot. So let us move on to the 4 hours chart to better establish a possible scenario. Since I already said on a daily, looking at this area, so I'll mark it out also at the first area. So what do I call it? It's another sell side liquidity. So sell side liquidity. So it's a possible area we can look for price to head towards today. Go on to the 4 hours. Okay, 4 hours. Okay, look at this area I marked out on the daily. Look at this area. What do you see? What can you see? You can see there's liquidity. 2 weeks area where we can, which adds confluence that price can clear this area. But also keep that in mind. Let me write it out. This was the daily market imbalance. Okay, so with that being said, we can find out on the 4 hours. What do you guys see? Is there anything else? On the upside, my cursor is already over it. I let you guys spot it. Let you guys learn and spot it before we continue. Actually see something. What am I looking at? I'm looking at the, look at this, there's market imbalance area right here. So I can draw it out, mark it out, and I call it the H4 market imbalance, where we can potentially see price will tap this area before it hits downwards. It's a possible scenario that I'm looking at. I would only start looking for shorts if price comes into that area right there. Okay, moving on. Before I forget, I want to show you guys how I actually establish a naked chart drawing, this smart money concept. So on the daily, I also mark out the previous day high, and the previous day low. So I'll mark it out. And then I'll mark it as PDH. What does PDH mean? Previous daily high. And the area as previous daily low. So let's move back to the 4 hours and refine it even further. You can see price has already cleared the daily low. Looking for possible, as I mentioned, go up and down. To continue, bearish. Okay, let us take a look on the 1 hour chart. So I'm a perfectionist, so I like to push things up. Make it clean. Okay, everything is clean, chart is clean. Okay, so looking at this area, since we are on the bearish side, 1 hour, same thing, move on to the 15 minutes to better establish what might be going on. I'm still looking for price to clear this area. Liquidity, this is on the M15 chart. So I would mark it out, use the magnet tool. You can see I hold the control key, magnet, push it, and I'll set this area as the buy side liquidity. So together with the H4 market imbalance and the daily market imbalance has already been cleared. So we are looking for price to potentially go up, clear this area, continue a bit higher, break off market structure before I look for shorts to the downside. So to the downside, where would I take my partial profits? Let's say this trade goes in my favor. So this is the break of market structure. Where? Price break of market structure at the bottom. I look for a retracement. Where's the shorts? Okay, got it. So I look for a retracement, stop loss at the top, and take profits at the sell side liquidity. Do apologize for a while. Move it back. Okay, so you can see it clear. This is on the 15-minute charts. So I would take partials when price clears this area once again. So much liquidity where price could potentially might do this also, might go up as usual, but goes until here and bounce. So to prevent that from happening, I would like to close partial of my position once price has hit that area. Okay, let me clear it out. But also do take notes of on the M15 charts, we also have, what do we have there? Market imbalance. Very, very tiny area. You can mark it out as green, mark it out as the M15 market imbalance inside on the right side. So this is the M15 markets imbalance area. Price could potentially draw it out again, go up, down, up, down, up, hit that area, potentially reverse and continue going back upwards. That's the reason why I like to talk a lot about taking partials. Okay, how much do you guys actually risk in your trade? How many percent do you guys risk in your trade? Do let me know in chats. Okay, Q&A. Hey, so sorry, I just saw your... Hey, it's your second time learning from your section. Thank you for presenting. Still more to learn from your markets imbalance analysis. Hey, Trung, if you got any questions, just let me know, including the markets imbalance and how I spot it. If you have any further questions, just let me know. I will try my best to answer you, bro. Try my best to answer you, man. So you look at it. This is on the 15-minute charts. Look at this area. Price has not come in previously. Has not come in to touch. That's the reason why I mark it out. You can actually see why price actually bounced on this area also. Why price bounced on this area? Because we also have another market imbalance right here. So let me mark it out. Let me mark it out. I will talk slower so you can understand. I do hope whatever you have learned, you can implement it on your own trading without the use of indicators. So, draw it. You can see price very nicely between the markets imbalance area. Very nicely. Price did a zigzag. So it's zigzag before it reverse. So this is another example that I would like to show why the market imbalance is very, very important. Always mark it out. Okay, so let me delete this area. Delete. Okay, so since we also have the H4 market imbalance marked out, it's a potential area that I'm looking for price to reverse downwards. But since tonight there's a news event coming, even though look at this on the USD 8:30 p.m., which is in about 3 hours time. So let's say in a scenario, price really did it. Come up. But at this area, would I take the sell? Would I continue taking the sell to come down? No, I won't. because the price, because of the news event happening, I would not want the volatility to go up, clear my stop loss, and it can do all sorts of funny things. It can go either way because of the news events. So always try to avoid the news events, even though there's a nice trade happening. Okay. Okay, you were asking something about maybe it's not smart, but does stock, let me answer your question live. Trung, thank you for asking. Maybe it's not smart, but does stock present markets imbalance as strong as forex or commodity? Okay, in my honest opinion, this is something that I have not looked at in stocks because it is not as liquid. It is not as liquid as the forex markets, where there are $5 trillion trading every day in the forex market. Compared to stocks, we can have maybe 50 million, 100 million. It's still not as big as the forex markets. But we can take a look. Let's say maybe you have an example stock that you are looking at right now. Any stock? Let me know. I can open up the stock and maybe provide some kind of forecasts or maybe my personal analysis on the stock that you are looking at. Just send it over, bro. I'll take a look. Maybe Tesla or Apple if you don't mind. Okay. Start with Tesla, TSLA, Tesla. Stock on the NASDAQ. So I'll create a new list first. Create a new list, add section. So I'll name this section as stocks. Okay, so we'll look at stocks. Okay, I'll start on the daily first. Maybe I can try to implement, just maybe, implement on Tesla. So one thing about stocks, there's a lot of market gaps. So market gaps, you also have to mark it out. So you can see here, example, on the daily, there's a market gap, but price also came up to fill. Same thing, you can mark it out as maybe as it out like that. So you can see price actually came up to clear the market gap, especially right here. Market gap is something different from forex. So you can see on the daily, price actually still come up to clear this area. And this area, price came up to just clear it. So markets imbalance also, it also works on stocks. But Tesla, I know is very liquid. Many people trade Tesla, buy, sell Tesla. So right now, even on the 4 hours, let me check 4 hours, we have another market gap where price potentially might hit to on Tesla. So this is on the 4 hours. Look at this area. We are looking for possibly price to retrace downwards and go up to hit there. But again, I cannot just say that price can go up. What is on the left side of the charts? Let's take a look. What has price cleared? You take a look. Price has, must always have a story. So price has cleared the sell side liquidity. Let me draw it out. Everything very, very nice on charts. Very, very clean. There's no indicators. So I'll draw a line. We can establish a story. Sell side liquidity. Price came down. Look at this area. It cleared this and this and this. Everything. It cleared everything before it bounced. So potentially, because that area has been cleared, we can see price potentially heading up for retracement to this market gap area. This is Tesla. Okay, I think I might have reversed a bit too much. Sell side liquidity. Okay. Let me look closely. Hey, welcome Zoran. Hey bro, Zoran, you are a regular here. I see you again. See you sneaking in, Zoran. Hi there. So I'm actually showing Trung how market gaps and market imbalance can work on stocks such as Tesla. I try to be regular as possible. Hey, thank you very much for the support, bro. Thanks, bro. Actually, today, Jianing was supposed to present. She was supposed to present, but she's busy, so I'm taking over today. Yes, there are many things to learn. Yes, yes. Many things for me to learn also, not only you. We are learning every day, so it's good. It's good that we learn from each other. So today, what I'm actually learning, I would say I learned something from Trung, is that he asked me to check out the market imbalance on stocks, whether it works on stocks. So we are doing this live, just showing whether does it work. So let's move on to the hourly. Let's move on to the hourly. We can try to find, look at this on the hourly. Markets imbalance right here. This is on Tesla. Price, rejected before it goes down. Why I talk about market imbalance a lot? Because many retail traders, they like to say price has to, this on the 1 hour charts, they like to say price, they like to set a short limit here, somewhere maybe at the top, and try to short it down. But what they notice is price does not tap into the points of interest, the candle it doesn't tap in. And they always wonder why. I draw a point of interest, a POI. So they like to say points of interest. I always have a point of interest, but why price never tap there? Price go up and go, and then it reverse. Then I miss the trade. You are thinking, then I miss the trade. That is the reason. This is another reason why I'm showing you guys how market imbalance works. Price just comes up to clear this area. So let me draw the market imbalance. Take a look. Price comes in, rejects, goes down. And what is price clearing right here? What did price clear? So we are teaching smart money concepts. Price cleared, liquidity. Okay, it didn't clear, it cleared some liquidity because of this equal high right here. Equal high. So I'll mark this area out as the buy side liquidity was cleared. We always want some kind of picture on what is going on before we continue. So buy side liquidity, but what happened? Why did price shot up again to clear? What is it clearing? So we are looking into the future price. Look at this area. This is buy side liquidity. Buy side liquidity equal high. Can see equal highs together with this wick. So price actually cleared all the way. So it cleared all the way before it rejected downwards. So what we are doing is we are painting a picture what might possibly go on with Tesla. So with that being said, looking at the bottom, we have quite a lot of imbalance areas. Imbalance, especially the market gaps. So we have a market gap right here on the 1 hour. So I would be cautious on that, especially much more. Okay, there isn't an imbalance right here, but there is a market gap. We can also see this as, so if you actually look at this from the upside, look at this. So for a retail trader, if you don't draw this buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity thing, you can see this area as a form of resistance. We can also see this as a form of support. So potentially what might happen tonight, price might head up. But first, I do not think it will head up all the way to clear this market gap. Why? Why do I say so? Because there's another high right here. There's another high right here. So I would be cautious and start to take profits if I'm in a trade. Price continues goes up. What might happen? It might do this. And where price might go, this is another question. So that's the reason why if you are in a long, you should take partial profits once price has cleared. Price could continue going up, touching your market gap, clearing out the market gap, or price could continue downwards. And what do we have downwards? We have a ton of liquidity resting here. So we are marking out the areas to be cautious of. The sell side liquidity. These are the potential scenarios that might happen. Okay, so I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I like things to be aligned very nicely. So for Tesla, a safer thing that I would do is possibly maybe have my short position. If I'm shorting Tesla, I might potentially wait for a confirmation. Once price hits this area, I like to look for break of market structure. So in the smaller time frame, since we are on the hourly, I will just wait for price to hit this area or clear this area. Why do I wait for clearing this area? Either this or this area. So for this area, I can potentially look for a long scalp. It's just a short scalp to clear the next market imbalance. So maybe there's a market imbalance. I look for my confirmation before I long it up, take profit there, and close. So right now, we don't know. We don't know whether price will head up or head down to clear. So I'll take this as a range. Okay, nice. You are long on Tesla. Nice. Very, very nice. You are long on Tesla. Zoran. Okay. So do take notes. Since you are long on Tesla, do take notes on this area, this buy side liquidity. This is at the $229.79 area. So you might want to partial there just in case price reverses down to clear the sell side liquidity. I'll delete this. Delete that. Okay, so these are the two potential forecasts. So how would I short? Let's say I'm shorting, I want to short. I'll wait for price to hit here, the market gap. So same thing, I wait for price to go up. Okay, I think I should delete this, make it a clear picture on what might happen. Okay, so if I'm looking for a short, let's say price goes up, rejects this area, but continues going up. I'll wait for a break in market structure before I look for a short. Look out, very, very clean break in market structure, BMS. Okay, BMS bottom, break in market structure, bottom, short with the stop loss above. And maybe possibly aim for the sell side liquidity. Oh, sell side liquidity area, all these areas, nice areas. So Zoran, I do hope your trade goes into your favor, make some good profits. This nice little area, market gap to be cleared. Okay, so 16 for the, so is that your entry, the one you just sent? Ah, yes, nice. Okay, let me take a look at that. So it's on the 13, you entered on the 13. 4:45. What timing is that? May I ask? The timing 208 on the 13, 208. I'll just write it in. $208. Wow, that's a very, very nice entry, bro. You actually caught the bounce. So you were looking on the left side of the charts, right? Were you looking at this area? Do you saw this area? That's why you take the buy? Or what was your analysis? That's a very, very nice trade, man. Congrats. Very nice. Hey, nice. So what do you implement for that? Liquidity, smart money concepts. That's a very nice area. Very, very nice. So I will just draw it out. So Zoran, you try SMC. Well, it's working out for you. Very, very nice. Congratulations on that. So you entered at 208.67. Let me write it out. So this is your trade entry by 208.67. Very, very nice. Wow, you're up like, wow, you're up 6.61%. Very, very nice. Congratulations on this nice trade. So this, have you taken partials? Because if you actually took, if I was looking and price rejected downwards and I haven't closed yet, maybe let's say if price will reach under here, I might have taken partials when it cleared the buy side liquidity, all these areas right here. See, it rejected very strong, like how you took the trade, it shot up very high. The reaction is great. Okay, very, very nice trade. Yeah, I should start looking at stocks already. I should start looking at stocks on the larger time frame. So you actually spotted this area on the 4-hour charts. Do you saw it on the 4-hour charts or the daily? Daily chart is a nice area. Very nice. Wow. Okay, nice trade, man. Really, you are improving. Very, very nice. But very small size daily. Hey, that is actually one of the first steps to be profitable on the daily. You can see here also. You can actually take a look here also. Sell side liquidity. Price went down. And it shot up. So you can actually scalp. You can actually do scalping on the daily. Just buy on break. And then the short later retracements, take profits. So we can actually use Fibonacci also. Fibonacci. So we can kind of see how much the price retraced. So our Fibs. So price retraced about the 23.6%. I usually look the stocks on daily charts. Very, very nice. Yes, same. I rarely touch stocks, but I think I touch on only one stock in the past. I should start learning, and I should also try out on the daily. So what's the chief trader of the company, Desmond Leong? He likes to, when he takes a long something like that, a break in structure, he takes the long. What he likes to do is he take profits at the 22% retracements. So I'll set it 22% retracement, 23, but I will edit the value 0.2. So he likes to take profit at the 20% points. He would like to take the profits. 20% point of the chart, you look, if it goes up, he will take profit there. So it's a nice area to take profits at. Let us continue looking. Let us take a look. Okay, yes, it has already tapped. So let's say I clear this entire chart, clear this entire area out for now. You can see price has already cleared the 20% area. So the bounce, he likes to usually take profit at 20% area before it rejects. Okay. So let us continue looking here. Possible area, same thing. At the low, so it probably takes a few days, but you can take some nice profits. So daily sell side liquidity. Let us take a look. Look at this 20%. The safe side is usually the 20% where he takes profits. Buy at the top. So let's say you bought it here, you just set a buy limit, a possible buy limit, and you would have been up maybe 4.28% just by doing a buy limit. Okay, same thing, buy limit. Let's see how high price went. Start clearing out these areas so it's not so messy. So set up, set down. See, price cleared to the 20% side. So you set a buy stop there. You would have taken profits about 2.36%. That's not bad just by doing that. Not much analysis. You just wait for price to break to the upside. Can see another example of how the market gap is working. Fair value gap, look at this market gap. Look at this market gap right here. Price actually just went up just to wick, just goes in and tap one time before it reverses down. So I'll leave that there. It's a very nice one. So another example of how Trung, you were asking, the market imbalance working on the daily charts on stocks. Look at this. The market imbalance. Price goes in, taps, and reverses down. It didn't even touch this candle. So I'll just leave it there. So what other forms of market imbalance? You see, market imbalance is happening all the time. It did not even, it went up, tapped this area. It did not even come close to that candle. So if you set that as a point of interest, it wouldn't have tapped. I like to enter, let's say if I'm in the shorts, I like to enter at the very, very tip of the market imbalance side. Take a look, something like this. It just tapped and reversed, tapped and reversed. So you do not want to be like calculating the best possible entry, 50% mark. Most of the time, it might just tap and reverse. Okay, same thing for the buy side liquidity. Let me take a look. Okay, let's say there's this high, same thing. There's a high right here. Buy side liquidity. Okay, so you set there's so much liquid money over here, over here. So price goes up, comes down. But then you would have been expecting price to possibly clear this area. But price didn't. There's this market gap. Price didn't come close and went up. So by then, you would have to manage your trade or you have to hold for quite a while. So this is the reason why you trade with the trend also. So if this trend seems to be on the going on the upside, you do not want to be shorting. Always follow the trend. So for this area, since we are on the downside right now, it might be a good idea to manage your trade because the trend is going down, but you are in a long right now on Tesla. So do be careful on that, regardless of the technical analysis, the market gaps that I've mentioned on the 1 hour. Even though you're in a long, price might not go up there, but reverse down. Anything is possible. We are not in control of the markets. So yeah, but that was a very nice trade. You have been doing good trades, bro. I remember the previous one of the webinars. You actually entered one trade also. It's a nice trade. Okay, so this area, 20% mark has been tapped. See, it reversed very, very nicely. So you can actually implement Fibonacci together with smart money concepts for better confluence in your trade. So maybe this area 0.38 or 0.36, just now the earlier one. 0.236, that is the 23.6%. So price also came very close. But based on backtest, normally 20% and not 23.6%. A safe area, 20%. Always look at the bigger picture, but since you're looking at the daily, all is well, all is fine. Okay, so yeah, this is what I think that might happen with Tesla. Price might do that also. Two possible scenarios. I'm just giving my outputs. Price might, this is highly unlikely, but price might go down before it goes up. So we have three possible scenarios. But on the short-term trend, we are probably looking at the bullish side. Possible on the short-term trend. This has to be moved. Okay, I'll set this as bullish channel. So it's possible that price still might hit your area. Is $235 area. So yeah, you can screenshot this if you want before I continue. Any more stocks or currencies you guys want me to take a look at? We can learn. Or any more questions you guys don't really understand? You have any book to recommend about SMC? Well, I do not read any books about SMC, not that I know of. Well, I actually learned smart money concepts from a friend of mine. He's my friend from childhood. So he actually brought me into trading and he actually taught me about smart money concepts. He used smart money concepts on his personal trading too. And he also learned it from YouTube. I don't think I'm able to name who I learned from since I cannot promote those YouTubers, especially there are a few paid mentorships, but I would not suggest you guys to pay for them. You can just search smart money concepts, liquidity concepts. The first few YouTubers, the free ones, you can learn from them. Yeah, but it's also good. Why not? I've never heard about a smart money concepts book. Maybe we can. Oh, the smart money concepts method. Wyckoff. Yes, maybe there's one book. Or it's 1 star, 1 review. So there are actually a few books, but I have not read any of them. Let's see, something cool. Smart money method. I don't think this is the same as what I'm currently using. They are, in terms of their smart money concepts, I don't think they are looking at areas like this, liquidity, buy-side liquidity. Don't think they are doing that. There are many on Amazon. Have you checked whether they talk about the buy-side liquidity area? Where they look for those areas, pivots. These areas is a current point of pivots where price might reverse. It's cool though that people are writing books about smart money concepts. So the question is, there's a very big question though that others have asked me before. If smart money concepts is the new thing, won't smart money concepts be the new retail form of trading? There's something to think about. Won't it be the new form of retail trading? Because smart money concepts, many people were marketing it as the institutional style of trading. I remember when I first started Forex, people like to, how do they draw support and resistance? Do you guys actually remember? So back then they like to draw out this area as resistance in the past. Have you drawn that before, Zoran? This kind of, let me clear this entire chart. So they like to draw the support like that back then. Have you drawn this type of support and resistance before? Yes, of course, I still do. Yes. Nice. So back then, I also used to draw like that. Support. Then I have many supports. Okay, red, green. Okay, since you have started implementing smart money concepts, maybe you can start backtesting on the weekend whenever you are free. You can do the chart replay. But I think this is only for the paid trading view. It's not for the free versions. So we can test out. Just now I was saying the sell side liquidity where price cleared and bounce. That is also your entry. So we can look back live. So Trung, you also can take a look at smart money concepts where Zoran entered the trade there. He implemented smart money concepts and he's in a very nice trade. Oh, you have paid trading view. Nice. Nice. So the sell side liquidity. Let's take a look at Zoran's trade, how it happened. Okay, so we begin. Where is the button? Okay, let's start again. We play. So let's start. So price went through. This Zoran's thought process. Price went in, he bought, and it came down, but he's still in profits right now. So as just now I mentioned those areas, you might want to take a look at the top. You might want to manage your trade when price passes the $230 area. Okay, you also do analysis on the MT5. Okay, nice. I actually don't touch the MT5. I only use TradingView mainly. Okay, you think smart money and classic trend line are forming a similar trend structure? Let me answer your question, Trung. Okay, you think that smart money and classic trend line are forming the similar trend structure, but smart money is much better for picking entries, exits due to the range. More objective than subjective exact points. Well, trading itself is already subjective. You can draw a trend line anywhere, any kind of support. It still makes sense as long as you explain it right. So you can say, I can just say that there is a price actually jumped up from here. Sell side liquidity, price jumped up. But on the bigger picture, we can say that price cleared here and jumped up. But on the bigger picture, we are looking at the H4 chart or the daily chart that Zoran was looking at. So on the daily chart, we have a bigger picture on why price reversed. Okay, it's also subjective the way you were talking about the classic trend line. Yes, the classic trend line. So let's say I have a support. You would like to draw it here. Some people draw it here, or they follow the weak or the best fits line. The best fits line is very subjective. Some people draw it here. Can see I zoom it closer. Some people like to draw it here, or they like to draw a entire area as the support. There are many ways to draw the support. Yes, okay. Thank you, Trung, for the question. Okay, do you guys have any more questions regarding the market gap or the market imbalance? Do let me know. Okay, we have a Zoran. Your trade is really nice though. Entered at the very bottom. You are up. Let me check once more. You are up like already up 6% on your trade. Okay, do you guys have any more questions regarding smart money concepts? You guys have any more questions regarding smart money concepts before I end this session? Any more, just send it right over. Just clear these charts. Okay, no more questions. Is there any? Or are you guys still typing? Are you guys still typing in chats? Okay, I'll give you guys a while more before I end this session. Okay, if there are no further questions, thank you, Trung, thank you, Zoran, for joining me today. Thank you very much, and I hope you guys have a good day. And safe trading tonight with the USD news coming up. Hey, thank you too. Hey, thank you very much for the support. I should be thanking you, man. Hey, thanks, bro. Hey, bye-bye. Hey, bye-bye.